talento es sin lío y escuchando que el talento le cantó a los dos míos. Esto es música rapera que no lo hace cualquiera. Puro call boy para Tesa sin frena. Neal the boss, Neal the boss, Neal the boss.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Neal and the Neal podcast. I'm Neal.
I'm Neal. Get this shit figured out at some point.
How you been, man?
I'm good, man.
Oh, man. Oh, this is what, take 3 and trying to get this damn thing started?
Stupid cameras want to keep fucking doing whatever it is they want to fucking do right now.
I know. It is pain in the ass.
Anyway.
But, I mean, we had a good weekend, man. Last night, went and saw Che Durena.
Yeah, it was
really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Funny guy. So, that
Yeah.
was...
Who was the guy that went on right before him?
The one black dude?
Yeah.
I do not remember. You know me and names, man.
I know. That's why I asked you.
I was like, why'd you ask me? Like, nah, I do. That guy was funny though. His opener was very funny too.
Well, it's funny until your wife got me called out by him for the wrong fucking reason. He was making a joke about how breastfeeding is fine on Instagram and you can show the whole titty. Mm-hmm. And Sandy was looking at me for clarification of is that a real thing? But when she looked at me, he saw it. He said, see, she knows you be into that nasty shit too.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking like, that sounds like some shit that I would send to Neal.
Yeah.
It's like a random breastfeeding video.
Yeah. Not this one.
The thing
But it didn't matter at this point. Because the whole crowd thought that I like watching breastfeeding.
I mean, what's wrong with the Neal? If some people have a baby fetish, you know. What's
Some
wrong with
people
that?
do. Not me.
Neal,
I don't have it.
It's okay. Neal,
Wait, a baby feeding fetish. You said baby fetish, I think.
Oh, I
baby,
guess.
baby,
No,
baby
like there's people who
breastfeeding.
do the baby play and they do the breastfeeding and all that stuff.
Oh,
and
you talking about
they go full baby, like
No.
diaper all and all.
No.
Neal,
No.
I love you no matter whatever you're into, bro. I'm not here to judge. I may roast you a little bit for it, but it's okay, man. I'm still gonna be your friend.
No, listen,
you can be into these kinds of things. I'm not gonna. I'll judge you a little bit, but not in a mean way.
No, I'm not peeing on myself in a diaper.
Really?
I'm not shitting on myself. No.
Why not? It feels. It seems like you'd be. I mean, it'd be very freeing for you.
This sounds like you want to live your fantasies vicariously through me, is what you're saying.
Neal, all I'm saying is that this is a safe space.
It is not a safe space. This is not a safe space.
If you're into baby play and stuff like that, man, it's cool, man. You're into breastfeeding videos, man. That's fine.
Well, now I am, apparently. I'm like, why? I can just go look at porn. I don't need to look at...
That's a type of porn, Neal. Neal, you can get into... Neal, you can find these things.
Neal, I know I can find them. I'm just not... This is what you're searching for.
The more it pops up, the more than a search.
It pops up because your algorithm is so fucked up that it's like, he'll like this.
It's intriguing. it's literally, it's for research purposes. And I was like, hey, I think Neal's into this. Let me send it to him. And that's where it goes. I'm trying to help you out. Broaden your horizons, Neal.
No, see, my algorithm is like, stepdaughter have threesome with that. Like something like that. Yours is giant breastfeeding videos.
Though
Pizza-size areola breastfeeding videos. Here you go, Neal.
See, but this did spark a little bit of a debate though afterwards because all right, breastfeeding in public. I don't care. I don't care. Breastfeeding in public, no issues. Only though you got to have some sort of like sheet.
The
shawl,
cover, yeah.
Some sort of cover. I was like, oh, okay, hey, you know, boom, she throws it over. She's going to like, okay, all right, she's just feeding her kid. But then you were telling me you have been out in the wild and people just no sheet, no anything, titty out in the baby's face, just open to everybody, whatever. And I'm just like, that's insane. That's insane to me.
Yeah, I remember two. One of them was on a plane because she was sitting right next to me.
Really?
And nobody said anything, but I'm just like,
I'm just gonna go bare titty out in the wild and just be like, screw it, let's just go.
yeah. And then there was one time at our old work, you know that area outside of the office that had those water fountains that would shoot up out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady had her kids out there one day. One of them was still breastfeeding. The other one was 3, 4. 3, 4-year-old was just naked, just running through those water jets, and then she was just sitting on the bench, titty out, and letting the little one suckle.
Wait, how old was this little one?
The little one was baby.
Okay,
like,
okay. Okay. I'm picturing like 2, 3-year-old. One's still breastfeeding. I was like, oh, this is nuts.
Considering the kid was out there butt ass naked and doing, just running through the water, and she was fine with it, I'm pretty sure that kid probably had let me get a snack, mommy, and had probably done that too, because I don't understand how
Naked
nobody wasn't
kids
doing
and-
anything
Yeah,
in public, because this is a very public place. This was a very public place.
Yeah, naked kids in a public fountain. A public fountain. Like, I get it, there's a sprinkler outside. You got your toddlers running around naked in the sprinklers and stuff. Even if it's in your front yard. Like, you're at home. Out in public that's a whole nother
crazy.
level.
It was crazy.
Shit, man.
There's apartment buildings that were all around that area too. I mean, what the fuck are you thinking? Letting your naked kid run around in public with all the creeps and pedos that are out there.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think you should cover your I mean, I'm a man though. Why should I say anything about a woman what she would do with her body? But I just think it's appropriate that you just put the cover over the titty.
Yes. Now, I get emergencies happen sometimes, but if that is just your like, why should I? And just fuck it, titties out, wherever. I was like, bold move.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing. Here's kind of where tell me what you think. If you're covering, okay, boom, whatever. Oh, you notice, you keep it looking. But if there's just a bare titty out, you can't get mad if a dude looks for like a good 4 to 5 seconds. Because if a titty's out, I'm gonna look at it.
Not me, Neal.
Like,
I'm gonna go,
I'm gonna be like, oh shit, and it's gonna process for a second, and then I'm gonna look the other way, depending on how the titties look. But if a titty, I'm just like, oh shit, okay, all right, oh shit, she's breastfeeding, and then it's because it's gonna take a while for bare titty out to process in my brain. I'm just saying.
Is what Neal's trying to say is that he thinks that men should be able to walk out with their dicks. That's what he's trying to get at. Is equal rights
I'm
for
just
nudity.
saying we should, man. This is this ADHD brain kicking in. That brings me to another thing. I was talking with a good friend of mine, and not from here, but it's wild how more comfortable other countries are with nudity than we are.
Oh,
because
yeah.
like just going
Yeah.
in the sauna naked in any other country is not a thing. But being naked around other people in a sauna here in the U.S., depending on the sauna, will get you kicked the fuck out immediately.
Oh, yeah. When you told me that story about I think you were somewhere in Asia with the kids being in the same sauna as the adults.
Wait, was I? Did I said this?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You said you had
I gotta think about this.
Didn't you it was maybe you had a friend or something that had their kid in with the sauna with them or something, and you thought it was kind of weird.
Oh yes, no. I think. Oh shit, where was I? I think it was a sauna here. I think it was like an Asian spa here, and some dude was like in the sauna with the kid, and you can only be back there naked. And this is like maybe I think this kid was like maybe 6 years old in the back sauna. But then again, this goes into why we're not, because what American is gonna bring their 6-year-old into a nude sauna with them? And any other country, not a big thing. Because if you see it from 6 all the way growing up, walking into the sauna naked is not a big deal. But like I couldn't imagine.
If I went
how
into
bad my mom would have tried to beat the shit out of my dad for taking me to like some fucking sauna with a bunch of naked dudes at 6 years old.
if I ever walked into any kind of spa, sauna, bathhouse, whatever, and I saw that there were kids inside, I'm immediately like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. There's no. No, because kids say shit like it's too weird.
It's fucking weird.
I could just be standing there minding my business. And the kid's like, "Hey, that man touched me." No, this man did not. Fuck, I will hit you in the throat, kid.
He's like, Daddy, this man
No.
Just he punt some kid across the room.
I'm kicking his ass into the water. I'm like, oh, he fell in. You should get your son, and then I'm out. I'm fucking out. Absolutely not.
Oh,
I didn't know that was even a legal thing in not Texas, in the U.S. that you could go to bathhouses and bring your children.
I think. Oh man, where were we here in the U.S.? We probably weren't. We were probably like in either Vietnam or Taiwan. Or
I
some
think
shit
when you
like
told
that.
me you were somewhere on your trip or something.
Oh yeah, because I remember it was an Asian spa. I do remember that. It was
Okay.
and so I do remember that. I remember a bunch of Asian dudes.
Well, it's back to last night.
Oh yeah. You looking
kept
up breastfeeding videos? Yes.
Yeah. Well, first it was the breastfeeding videos, and then Che got up there, and then somehow I got called out because I've never shit my pants in public before.
You have shit your pants, man.
I was at home, but with the way he was talking about it and the way he went into his joke, I'm thinking, oh, he's talking about in public. I've never shit my pants in public. And the last time I sharted I was like 24, 25. I swear. And I knew I was taking a gamble when it happened. I was at home, and I'm like, fuck it. If this shark comes out, because I was getting out of the shower, and I was like, this
Got right back in.
Yep. I cleaned up the mess off the floor, and I got back into the shower.
Okay, well then let me ask you this.
I know the feeling. I like the whole thing that he was talking about with, like, it was close. I've had a close one. I felt it going home, and I was at the next light to my house, and I was speeding through the light, and I got pulled over by a Terrell cop, and I'm just doing this, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm about to shit myself," and he goes, "Oh, okay, go," and he let me go, and it was one of those when I jumped. Google, I am not talking to you right now.
Google doesn't want to shit itself, Neal.
Yeah, he doesn't want to shit himself and doesn't like the statements that I make. Anyway,
Google
yeah,
could shut the fuck up. Stop listening to my conversation.
it really did. But yeah, it was one of those. I'm jumping to get to the bowl, and it just immediately hit. Like it was within seconds of me having to clean up my mess.
Oh man, I've had it to where I don't know if it's. I remember. I think I was still at my parents' house, and I remember coming rushing in. I left the keys. I left the door open. Keys in the door. And you've been to my parents' house.
Yeah.
You know that bathroom right whenever you walk in.
Right,
the
right,
little
right.
half bath. So I come in. I just bust in. Leave the door open, rush in there, get in there, and I make it. And I just remember, Elton comes on. He's like, and he starts yelling. You're like, Neal, you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. He's like, what's happening? I was like, I had to get to the bathroom. He's like, I thought something was. I saw your car because my car door was open. The front door was open. My keys were still on the lock in the door, and I'm just in the bathroom.
Yeah, I did. I slid into the side, like the side of the house, got out. Car door was open. Front door was open.
Oh,
it was a rough one.
oh man. But let me ask you this: so, does a shark count as shitting yourself?
Yeah. But I'm saying, I thought he was talking about in the context of like shitting your pants in public.
Okay, let me ask you this, Neal. You're at a concert. All right, I just want to what would you do? All right, you've seen those
All right.
those Dateline. What would you do? Here's a scenario for you.
Dateline.
Yeah, they're like when they simulate these couples fighting and they try to in a
Oh,
public
okay.
space. Okay, you're at a Metallica concert.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before they got on. All right, you had some, let's say, a hot dog and some nachos. But you've been eating really clean those last several weeks.
Right.
And so this isn't quite sitting on you.
Mm-hmm.
And so 10, 15 minutes into the set, you're like, ooh, okay, all that grease isn't quite sitting well. You know that grease, like I've been eating too clean. I ate some greasy shit. This is terrible.
The greasy shit starts lubing up the intestines to push everything out at one good time. Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, okay, let me just kind of let a little one squeak out. I'm uncomfortable. Let me let it get, and you let it go, and it's just a little squeaker of a shark. You just, What do you do, Neal? Do you leave in the middle of the set, or do you stay there and just rock through it and then fix yourself before you leave, or do you just raw dog it and say, screw it, I'm going to enjoy this, and just get home and fix yourself up?
Well, no, because if I got to that point, it's loaded. Like that's just the beginning of, that was a little leakage of what's about to come. So I would definitely, I would just kind of go, yeah, okay, we're not gonna jump up and down anymore. We're just gonna, because I'm not leaving Metallica, okay. And by the time Metallica comes on, there's gonna be enough stench around the pit area anyway. A little dookie nugget ain't going. Nobody's gonna notice that. But I'm immediately running. Because I have no shame.
The moment there's an intermission, like you're trying to time this intermission out, or you're just like, oh fuck.
No, I'm staying till it's done. Because they're gonna be the last. Like they're done. If they do an intermission, I'm running to a porta potty. I have no shame. I will destroy a porta potty before I shit my pants.
Just do the little hover and just let it go.
No.
Wait, you're going ass to seat on a porta potty?
If it's that bad, and I have to run around and just splat, I'm probably taking my chances doing that. Then
bro.
I know. I have no shame.
Oh,
Yeah. But if you're talking about to that point, like if it's to
even
that point,
still at that point, like I've been to that point. I'll hover over a porta potty, bro. I'm trying to think of the
I'm gonna
time.
Try. But if I'm like
concert, you're raw dog, you're raw ass in a concert porta potty.
Yep, and I'm taking them paper towels, and I'm taking that hand sanitizer, and I'm squirting it all over it, and I'm giving myself an ass bath in the porta potty. If it got to that point, I'm going to try to hover. But if I'm talking about like, oh, the shit's already coming out of my asshole before I can even get into the porta potty, I'm probably just spinning and dropping. This is the reason why I haven't shit my pants in public.
Boils all over your ass the next day.
Well, it's better than
You now have
shit.
staff on the ass.
Could you imagine? Okay, but then if I got dookie all over my hamstrings and in my butt cheeks,
Looking like Tom from Bad Thoughts.
Yeah, fucking great show. Bad Thoughts is such a great show. It just gets progressively more insane, and I love it. But yeah, could you imagine sitting in your own shit for how many ever hours, because you got to leave. You got to get out of the parking lot. So I'm making a decision here, Neal. Do I get herpes or whatever from the toilet seat, or do I get...
Well, I mean, or I have a way out of this, okay? Because you're not going to sit with shitty pants on your own truck, right?
Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
You're not. Here's what you do, Neal. I got you.
I don't
Neal,
have...
this is how you problem solve.
Okay.
All right. This is why two Neals are better than one. All right. So you just chill in the parking lot.
2 ends are better than one.
You chill in the parking lot. You wait. It's going to take you forever for the parking lot to clear anyway, and you've already ruined yourself, your pants, all that stuff. All right. So you just chill out. You wait or whatever. All right. And then what you do? You wait till it's sufficiently clear enough. Boom. Take shoes off, pants off, wipe it off. Leave the pants in the parking lot, and you ride fairly. And you ride bare ass. If you have a towel or some napkins or something like that, put that, and you bare ass it back home in your car. or you use your jeans or whatever pants you are to get yourself all cleaned up, those are done. You're not putting that back in your truck. So you just leave something nice for the people coming later to come get your pants, and you just go back home, shirt and no pants.
See, Neal, this is where you're wrong. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where you're wrong.
You're not gonna Porky Pig it back home?
But your solution is worse than me just sitting in the
How is
truck
this
in
worse?
because
I'm not shitting in shitty pants in the truck. I'm using the pants.
I'm trying to tell you, you're trying to use the pants to get the shit off. You're just gonna smear it. You're just smearing shit all over your legs, and then when you get into the truck, your bare shit ass skin is gonna be on the leather. That's what you're suggesting. You're not. Did you not watch Bad Thoughts? We just talked about this. Remember when Tom shit himself? He just smeared it. Okay? We're talking about an explosive diarrhea here, and you're wanting me to just wipe it off clean with the shitty pants that I've already gotten?
But the legs of
I'm not wearing jeans, though, to a concert. See, I'm like, okay, if it's Metallica and it's outside, I'm wearing shorts. So I've already got shit running down my calves, right?
Okay, see, in my head, this is an indoor venue.
I still would, okay, even if...
or it's at night, and it's in the fall. Yeah.
I would, but still, I'm just smearing it. That's the way I look at it. So this is what I would do. I'm going to
see. Okay, then this is more a personal question, Neal. Because if it's running down your legs now, then that tells me you're wearing boxers.
No, I'm talking about a massive explosion diarrhea from a hot dog and nachos.
I didn't say massive explosion. I just said a shart. And now I'm just saying you shart yourself.
But
I
know, okay,
I've
explain.
not had diarrhea and sharted.
See, I haven't. So that's what I'm saying. If I shart, if I ever have a little shart that I think is coming, I know immediately that I'm about to just dump truck my ass. Like, it's just gonna fall. It's just gonna.
See, that's crazy. I have had, it was like, my stomach's feeling a little weird. I'm good for a while, but I got some gas building up, and then, oh no, that was wetter than I thought, than I wanted it to be. I've had that, but it's not just, I gotta go now. It's about to, nah, it's just like, I'm just a little feeling, my stomach's feeling a little funky. Boom, out comes a shart. Oh, damn it. Now I gotta clean myself up.
See, that's where I know. I know my body better than you know my body, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's like a switch, and it just goes, oh, you're about to shit your pants. Like, I know if I don't get to a bathroom within a 15-minute window, I'm gonna mess my pants. So I just am like, I gotta go.
Okay, let me ask you this. You've got that, so you're in that 15-minute window, right? It happens. And then what's favorite Metallica song?
Oh, I can't pick one.
Okay, let's say
we'll say
I don't know, Inner Sandman or something like that.
No, we're not picking that one.
Okay.
We can't pick that one because
Why?
that's what
everybody.
all the other.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Metallica.
Like, I've
What's
heard
your favorite
of another
song?
their song, but that's the only one that I actually remember. That's the only name that I actually remember. I can pick out a Metallica song, but I can't tell you fucking name of it.
We'll say, okay, they're playing Battery. They're just playing Battery. Yeah.
Okay, Battery comes on,
and I'm losing my shit.
Yes,
because it. Oh. See, just thinking about it, I hit myself.
Yeah,
and I felt it.
All right, you're like, all right, you're at the 10-minute mark of that 15-minute window. You're like, all right, I got to start getting ready to go. Battery comes on. Do you miss Battery, or do you risk it?
No, I'm probably shitting my pants like that because I'm like, man. I know, especially if I know it's towards the end of the whole set. I'm like, well, we're taking a gamble here, folks, and I'm either gonna have no underwear, no socks, because I'm gonna try to use the socks. But I would probably. So this was
there. You go. Actually, why would you? You got shitty pants. Use the pants to smear it all, and then you use the socks to clean it all up.
Because there's gonna still be something. So if I'm putting my bare ass cheeks on the seat, I would be looking around for all the flyers, and I'm just gonna start scooping up flyers. I'm gonna make a little pallet,
a little pad of flyers.
And then when I get home, I'm gonna clean myself. I'm gonna buy a brand new truck seat for that side because of shit in it. Like, that's what I would do. I'd have to go through those links because
all you got to do, just take it somewhere the next day, get it all cleaned and washed.
The leather's split in the seat anyway. I'd have an excuse. I'd be like, well, the leather's split and there's shit on it.
The leather got the shit got into the seams.
Oh.
It's soaking into the actual foam of the seat now.
Oh, and then summertime comes and I forget.
Oh, it bakes it in.
I forget to crack the window one day, and then my seat just crumples up into this shitty diarrhea mess. Yeah, this is your fault. I guess because now that I have been getting older, I do think like sometimes, because I think it was Lunel, and I really needed to go number 2, but I managed to get home. But I'm like, I need to start thinking about what I eat before I go to concerts and stuff now, because I'm not at the age where I can just, yeah, whatever. This Taco Bell will be fine.
Damn.
But speaking of something crazy last week and food, I was at lunch with a coworker, and one of my guilty pleasures is watching body cam footage on YouTube. I like to see what cops are actually doing because it's the body cam footage. You can't really get any more realer than that.
Yeah.
Well, I was at lunch and I walked into this place and there was he's a homeless crackhead. I could tell. He had that vibe.
Okay.
And he kept asking everybody for money every time somebody came in. We get our food, we sit down. Next thing I know, I hear scuffling behind me because my back is to the counter. I know.
Wait, you saw a tweaked out crackhead in the rest, and then you sat with your back to him, is what you're telling me.
So it was either I sat on the same side of the table as my coworker, or I sat with my back to the counter, and I chose the latter.
This is just going to have to be an awkward lunch because I'm not turning my back on this dude.
Well, I kept my feet kind of spread and I kind of kept them on the table. But then I heard a scuffle, and that's when I turned in my chair. I'm like, no, I got to have eyes on this situation because I'm hearing shit. Mm-hmm. Well, the crackhead tried to go behind the counter to get food, and this 6'3", 6'4" black dude was not having it.
Wait, so he was just, first of all, why are they letting him be in there asking everybody for money in the first place? And then this dude gets up and is like, I'm hungry. And just decides to I'm going to go back there and make myself some lunch. Fuck you.
Well, he'd grabbed a bag off of the counter.
Oh.
From the counter window of where they were giving out the food. And big black dude stopped him. And then I think Asian lady came out. I don't know where she came from, and she was like, they weren't saying anything to him, but he was, fuck you, this is my fucking shit, you can't take my fucking shit from me, just losing his mind. And I hear shit breaking. He's throwing glasses. He knocked a ceramic statue that was on the counter off into the floor. It shatters into pieces.
Oh, shit.
He starts throwing menus everywhere, just knocking anything and everything he can see. This probably was a whole minute, and that was all that it was. But man, this black girl was at the counter, and she's got her phone out, and she's kind of got this look at him like this as she's recording him. And he's like, I don't care if you fucking record me, lady.
You know exactly what he wanted to say.
Knew what he wanted to say. And I think he looked around the room, and there was about 4 or 5 other ladies in there. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about ladies. I'm talking about friends. There was about 4 or 5 friends in there. And he realized quickly that, well, I might be a crackhead, but there's a lot of friends in here right now. The friends outnumber the whites about, because I was the other white, and I was like, I'm not with you, bro.
He's like, I'd rather walk out than get thrown out of this place.
Well, I had kind of saw he wasn't within a distance from her I was like, all right, he can't get physical because he's not close enough to her. But when he found out she was recording him, he kind of took 2-3 steps closer, and I went, all right, well, I'm about to be either on YouTube or hopefully this guy just walks out. Because I was like, I can't let him just lunge at her.
Yeah, but who wants to fight a homeless crackhead?
Well, that's the thing,
what I'm
though.
saying, like-
the thing was that, but I'm hoping that the guy behind I was thinking, all right, the guy behind the counter already wants to whoop his ass because he's broken shit and gotten physical with him. If he attacks somebody, I'm like, he'll surely jump in, right, and help me, because that was my train of thought.
I don't know. You punch him in the mouth, and his teeth cut your hands. Now you got to get some sort of.
His back was to me at this point because he'd walked forward. I was thinking I was just going to try to go behind him and restrain him, but then
you're gonna have to burn all your clothes, just because some of the stench that comes off. I'm like, I don't know if I can wash all this off.
That is true, and it was fine.
Right.
I think I had a free company T-shirt on. It would have been, I could have gotten rid of that one. They'd understood, I think. But luckily, he said that. He's like, I don't give a fuck if you're recording me or not. That's my shit. You can't take my shit. I deserve my shit. Everything is free. Everything is free. And then he leaves. And then he just left. And I'm thinking, man, he's going to go back to his homeless bag and he might have a knife or something. I'm trying to hurry up and finish up my lunch. Let's go. But he never came back in.
Oh,
He left.
That you
he
saw.
left.
Maybe.
And there was a good 2-3 minutes of dead silence.
Yeah.
And then everybody kind of went back to eating.
I guess I don't know. I'd have been the guy who's like, so was that his food? I'd have just broken that.
So here, I forgot that part. So here's
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Wait, was that his food?
Yeah, it was his food.
Wait, so he tried to run in the back to grab his own fucking food and then flip the fuck out on these people?
Yeah.
And then didn't even get his food?
Well,
damn.
the problem is that I don't think the staff knew. So an Indian guy decided he was going to buy him something to eat.
Okay.
And he did. And we didn't know that until after he left. Indian dude gets up and he's like, my bad. I bought that food for him. He's like, I didn't know. And
What the fuck?
I understood. He's like, he didn't know that he was gonna not wait for them to.
Yeah, but
hand
you got
it
to tell
him.
the people there, like, hey, this is for him. Because
But he thought he's like, I'm gonna get my food and hand the bag to the guy and let him out.
Okay,
As
this is
soon
true.
as that order was out, somehow he knew, and he went behind the counter to just grab it and leave.
oh damn.
So yeah.
This is why you
It
can't
was
be nice
interesting.
to people.
Yeah.
What the
It was an interesting lunch.
Oh man.
And then on the way back to the office, there was another homeless dude who was just wearing boxers, but he was brushing his teeth. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be hygienic, man. Just because you're homeless doesn't mean you gotta be dirty.
That is true.
You find a way.
That is true, but it was facing the hot. Like he's going the bridge from the on ramp underneath 35. That was where they were, and he was facing out into the road, just brushing his teeth in his boxers. I was like, okay, well,
I mean, there you go. Where else is he gonna go? Where else is he supposed to brush his teeth, Neal? In his sink, in his bathroom, Neal? He's like, no, you're homeless. Brush your teeth in your box like a
Yeah.
civilized human being.
He had it was a nice like refrigerator box that he had under the bridge.
Oh man, I'm so glad we
That you're not
moved away
homeless?
from there.
Oh, that you moved from there?
Dude, because that area was starting to get so. Hell, I told you about all the guys who was stealing the construction uniforms and then running up on people and
No.
oh my god. So literally like hell, a half a block from where you were,
Yeah.
where I lived.
Yeah. and that restaurant was in that shopping center that's it's kind of connected. It was kind of connected, but not really connected.
Yeah.
Like you could go over there.
Yeah, just take a 2-minute walk over.
Yeah, I could see your old apartment from
Yeah.
where we were.
And so they were building some apartments next to us. And there was actually he got you one time. So there all these construction guys, he stole I guess like a few of the vests and like a hat and some stuff like that from the construction site. And then he would go walking around, and then he would just walk up on random people and just somehow just start chatting them up. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. Talking to this dude. He's a construction guy. All right, okay, whatever. All right, asking me some weird questions like, shouldn't you be working? But whatever. And then 3 minutes in the conversation, like, hey, man, can I borrow some cash, man? I'm really hungry. And it's like, wait, aren't you, wait. And then you make the connection. He's dirty. He's got on this construction. Like, you think he's working. No, man. Homeless. And he sucked you into the conversation to ask you for money. And I would be working out at the gym, and I would watch this same guy in the morning just catch so many random people with this. And I was like, this dude is wild.
He did have that construction vest on, didn't he?
Yes.
That is right.
And he's next to a construction site. His clothes are dirty. He's dirty. But, I mean... if you're working on an active construction site, you're probably not going to be the cleanest, like because there's still dirt and shit everywhere.
Right, but it wasn't construction dirty. It was homeless dirty, and then you went, oh, I see what you did.
Yep,
I see what you.
I mean, I got to give it to him because I admired the hustle. He came at it from a very different way than most people. I was like, all right, man, you got him. You got him.
They got the hustle. I don't know, man. The people on the street in Columbia, they had the hustle.
Oh, my gosh.
I'd never seen so many people do like a really nice professional window washing with just a 2-liter bottle that had a hole in the top of it with some soap and water, and they just would squirt it on there and clean it off and had a squeegee.
Yes.
I was like, okay, here's some change.
Dude,
Here's some change.
but see, that's crazy because that used to be the homeless hustle here.
Yeah.
For the longest time. Like, I remember as a kid seeing random homeless dudes like out there on the street waving people down, like asking to wash people's windows. Like, that was such a big thing. They'd be out there with like a squirt bottle and either half the time they didn't have a squeegee, but they'd have a whole bunch of old newspapers.
Yep.
And so, but then like there was a 50-50 shot. He'd do it, and either it'd be a little bit cleaner, or he'd do it, and it'd be so much more fucked.
Yeah,
just streaked all across your windshield.
There's not a
and now I can't see out of this.
there's not a dirty windshield in Medellin, man. They got it down.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
We should definitely check out more comedy shows. That was fun last night.
Oh yes,
that was a good time. I'm glad I got a drink though, and not 2.
Why?
Because it was 16. It was 18 something dollars for, and it wasn't that strong.
Oh really?
I don't think mine was. You got old fashioned too.
Yeah. Mine was decently strong. Mine and Derek's were pretty strong. I know that much.
I didn't feel it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I almost got another one, but I went, eh.
Yeah, I get it.
And I waited and got the bill and went, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Oh yeah. But speaking of comedy, I feel like there's this movie coming out, man.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
There's gonna be a John Madden movie, and I was like, this is. Now at first I was like, this is gonna be hilarious because I thought it was gonna be, commentator John Madden movie. I was like, oh, this is gonna be nuts, but it's gonna be coach of the Raiders John Madden with
Christian Bale is Al Davis, right?
Yes, Christian Bale is Al Davis, and then damn it, who was playing John Madden? Oh crap!
I thought you said it was Nicolas Cage. Wasn't
Nick Cage is John Madden, and Christian Bale is Al Davis, and I was like, this is gonna be great.
I have to watch it to see how crazy it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I want to see Nick Cage go full Nick Cage as John Madden because I just feel like it's just gonna be great.
And I want to see Christian Bale go full Christian Bale as Al Davis. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god!
When you told me that, I thought, because I think you had thought at first that because it was a commentator.
I thought he was gonna be Al Michaels or something like that.
Pat Summerall.
Oh yeah, Pat Summerall. That's what.
Yeah. You get.
Yeah. Why do every time I go Al Michaels? I don't know why.
We know why. You get your old white men mixed up all the time.
They all look the same to me, man. What can I say?
They kind of. I mean, listen, as a Caucasian male, white. It's typically the little bit of gray white hair on the sides, and the really smushed down.
There was
face,
an NFL commentator look for a long time, man. There was a look you had to have as an NFL
Yeah,
commentator.
it was called white.
Definitely that. Definitely that.
I mean, yeah, it was white. It was really white men.
Oh man! But I don't
Anyway.
know. I saw that and I was like, you get the two most insane actors to play the two most insane guys in the NFL, and I was like, this is going to be great. This is going to be great because you can't make Al Davis look any crazier. Like,
I mean,
like,
that's
just
what
look
you
at
have
his
to do.
real life has been
Yeah.
insane. Hell, have you seen pictures of his son?
That's what I was just about to say. You get Shia LaBeouf to play Al Davis' son.
No. Have you seen like recent pictures of Mark Davis?
No.
Or is it Mike? It's either Mark Davis or Michael Davis, dude. I'm so excited to see your face when you see this.
I mean, I've seen the pictures of him with,
no.
like, recently?
Yeah.
You talking about the haircut?
Just everything about it. The haircut to the skin. He looks like, okay, if he looks like a thumb. He looks like a fucking thumb, dude. He looks like,
Man.
actually, you know what? Here's what he looks like. One of my favorite shows, The Venture Brothers. They had this, they basically did like a Fantastic Four kind of knockoff.
Yeah.
And like John, the guy who's can burst into flames, whatever. Was it?
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm. So Johnny Storm, like, yeah, he can catch on fire, but when he catches on fire, he's burning alive, so he's always in pain. So
Right.
they have to keep him in a constant coma.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yes. And then The Thing, he looks like the guy that they had do like The Thing, but the dude was just basically a giant retarded callus. Like he was like a mentally, like, dude was so dumb and a giant callus, and that's what he looks like. It is
Mark Davis.
It's
Well,
so great.
He has two white haircuts going on at the same time. It's a bad chili bowl. Yeah, it's a bad chili bowl cut in the front, and then he just went full fucking mullet in the back.
Ugh.
With the like the
As a
fryer.
ginger
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
He did it as a ginger,
Yeah.
which is even crazier.
Ginger mullets are crazy.
A ginger bowl mullet, bro. And then, not to mention, he's built his whole head and body is built like my thumb. Like, it literally, I could put two dots in a smiley face, and that would look like him. Like, I promise you.
I think your thumb looks a little bit better.
And what's even wilder, he's been going to the same guy for like 15 years for this haircut.
Yeah, this guy's got stories. He's like, yeah, I've been cutting it. That's what he wants. I did it as a joke. And he was like, that looks awesome. I'm going to keep that. And he's been coming to me for 15 years.
Oh, man. That is insane.
Well.
Insane. This Al Davis's gene pool. There you go.
I mean, Belichick's son looks like Bobcat Goldthwait starter kid.
Does he?
You never seen?
No.
You've seen Bill Belichick's
I haven't.
son.
I actually haven't. I've seen his girl, or I guess fiance now, because I think they got engaged. So, but I've seen him in all their yoga poses and. Oh man.
Yeah, he's got.
Wait. Does he?
Look,
Hold on, I gotta see
look at
this. Why does he look like a swole bobcat?
Steve Belichick.
He does. He looks like a swole bobcat. The look at everything. You got. All right, now we're gonna go. 15, 26, X stick. All right, let's go. Oh, that's what's even quite crazy. None of the people that he coaches even see it. They have no idea who he
they
actually
see
looks
it.
like.
Oh,
None of the guys he coaches. They're all in their late 20s to early 30s or younger. They don't know who Bobcat Goldthwait is. They never saw Police Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, find me somebody like if you can find me somebody under the age of 32 that has seen Police Academy, I promise you it's only because their parents or uncle forced them to watch it.
True.
Because
Or grew up poor. They grew yeah.
yeah, but were forced to watch it because when everybody else was on DVDs, they were still watching VHS.
Damn.
That's how you find a young dude that saw Police Academy.
We outlived VHS and DVDs. I mean, because they're Blu-rays now.
That's
but
true.
I remember DVDs.
Or HD DVDs.
That was terrible. Those were terrible. I'm so glad I bought a PlayStation over an Xbox with the HD drive because
Oh yes,
they stopped making shit for it.
yeah, it was like a 3-year thing. They were making HD DVDs.
It's because it was. I mean, really, porn was what won it because porn went. Yeah. They went Blu-ray instead of HD. Whatever. Yeah. HD drive, HD DVD.
That's why
RVD.
Laserdisc and was it
Betamax? Laserdisc.
Betamax and all that stuff never worked because porn went to VHS.
Yep.
Porn has dictated the technology of the future every single time. Every time everybody's going, well, I'm team this, I'm team that, everybody goes where porn goes. I'm just saying.
My forearm is bleeding.
Just like porn will tell you what technology will win out in the future, just like strip clubs can predict a recession.
Yeah.
Same.
Strip club business goes down, we're heading for a recession.
Yeah, man. So the moment you start seeing strip clubs go out of business, you need to be very worried about the economy.
That is why it's important to keep up with porn and strip clubs. As an investor,
there you go.
The two businesses you should look into the most.
You got to know the market trends, man.
Yep.
Ass always sells.
And men will always buy.
That's true. Very true.
Well, folks, we're going to call a short one today. We got to get somewhere. We're having a little get-together.
Yep, nice
Get
little
together.
shindig.
Little cookout.
Right.
Probably not a cookout, but all right. Well, peace. Y'all hit the like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Peace.